So, this is Mono Black Helm combo. Before we have played a more creature heavy build. For instance, this one, which is the similar premise of, Leyline of the Void, Helm of Obedience, but it just plays a lot of threats and creature disruption as an alternate win condition. Well, we've tried that. Now let's go to our Him roots, and we're going to play some Him to Turox. Of course, every single time I close this, it moves over, so we'll sort it. If you do not know how the combo works, this is the combo over here. So let's put those cards side by side. Why is it not functioning right? Helm of Obedience and Leyline of the Void. Essentially, the goal is to play either Leyline of the Void or Dothy Voidwalker, which we have one of in the main board. And that makes your opponent's cards go to exile instead of the graveyard. Helm of Obedience, you just mill over until a card of, X cards or a creature enters the graveyard, but no creature will ever enter the graveyard because they're being exiled with Leyline of the Void. Essentially, it's just one mana tap, mill your opponent out if you have a Dothy Voidwalker or a Leyline of the Void. I don't know why I keep shifting over. Stop shifting over. Function! Hello, Pickle. The difference is here, instead of playing a bunch of creatures, we're playing a bunch of hand disruption. We got 4 Thoughtseize, 4 Inquisition, 3 Duress, and 4 Him to Turok. A whole lot of hand disruption. So that's 15 pieces in our deck that's just around attacking our opponent's hand. Essentially, we are just trying not to lose to control. And then against aggro, we'll just race them. We'll just try and get the good hands with the quick skis and get in there, get it done. And that's the plan. To help us kind of secure this package, we have Slight Ramp with 2 Chrome Moxes and 4 Dark Rituals to help us ramp out our pieces. Leyline of Void is essentially free, but not always in our opening hand. Helm of Obedience does cost 4, though. So if we're going to try and win on turn 2, or even turn 3, but turn 2 is the dreamers, but we shoot for turn 3 or turn 4, depending on how things are working and how much we have to disrupt our opponent to win. So yeah, Dark Rituals, Chrome Moxes. We have 4 Ancient Tombs. No City of Traders in this one. We're not going as heavy into colorless with this list because we are a Him to Turok, so I didn't want to play the full 8 Soul Lands. We are playing 6 Colorless Lands in Ancient Tomb and Wasteland, but we're also an Urza's Saga deck with only 1 Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth. So we want to be able to cast our Him to Turok, but we don't want to have 4 other Soul Lands to try and ramp out the Helm of Obedience, and we want to up our number of black sources so that we can cast Thoughtseizes, Him to Turoks, etc. Rounding out the deck, we have Profane Tutors, which is just a great way to tutor out whatever piece we're missing. If we have our Helm, we can grab Dothy Voidwalker. We got our Leyline of the Void in play, we can grab our Helm. 4 in the deck. This is not a Karn list like you have seen in the past. This is just a straight up all the pieces in there. Let's move on to one other thing. We have a Takenuma. It is pretty much most of the time, 90% of the time, going to just be a land that produces black mana. But if we have a Helm of Obedience and our Dothy Voidwalker's in the graveyard, we can Takenuma the Dothy back and then play it on our turn if we do this on their end step. It can also be a Hail Mary play, where we have Helm of Obedience in play, but we don't have a Dothy Voidwalker. Takenuma mills the top 3, so we can just hope it's there. And, it's just small percentages, just a little way to give you a little extra chance in certain situations. Now, since we aren't playing Karn, we have a full-on sideboard. Our deck is already pretty good against control, but we do have 2 extra defense grids to basically slam the door saying, no, we will not lose to control. We have 2 Torpor Orb to hedge against all the initiative decks. We have the rest of the Dothy Voidwalkers for 1, when a deck is not playing a lot of removal, or 2, we're playing against a graveyard-heavy strategy deck, and we want to be able to just lock them up with our 8 pieces of Graveyard Hate. We also have 2 Snuff Outs. I do normally play Guard, but today's not the day. 2 Snuff Outs for just big stuffs like Murktide can still be a problem if we're not able to push through it or race it. We have a couple Snuff Outs. Plague Engineers for any of your tribal decks like Elves or Goblins. Stompy. And then 3 opposition agents for any deck that's going to tutor up. So if we have a problem with Dark Depths, or if we're playing against Doomsday, opposition agent can come in and just kind of stop our opponent from being able to win the game. That being said, let's play. We tied and then we lost. So we're going second. This is a turn 1 Thoughtseize Hymn to Turok, or rather a Hymn to Turok than Thoughtseize, into a turn 2 Profane Tutor with an Urza Saga Kicker. Yeah, I think this is fine. Gonna run with it. Don't need the sideboard open anymore. Karn check. Alright, let's add a command here. Why is my thing so slow? Alright, opponent, what are you playing? What are you playing? Ooh, Plains Pass. Well, Mana Tithe me. Mana Tithe me. Another Profane Tuner. Oh, those both our pieces. Dark Ritual. Could just be like blue-white control. Alright, Hymn to Turok. You. What are you doing? Solitude Igansho. Alright, and let's wrap this up with a Thoughtseize. We will take the Seasoned Dungeoneer. And I would say their hand is thoroughly pooped. Alright. That was certainly an interesting keep from them. But we're starting off with the #1 played deck right now. Okay. Ooh, Dark Ritual too. Alright, let's play Urza Saga and suspend a Profane Tutor. Propane Tutor. Alright. And pass the turn. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. I'm making a command here. Exclamation point. YouTube. If I can type. I can never type. Pass priority. You got it. Alright. Command is exclamation point YouTube to see this deck but with creatures. Alright. Passes back to us. We will draw. Ooh. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so to do everything, we're just going to wasteland our opponent, really cut them down. Alright, they just give it to us. The end there would be, we had Swamp, Dark Ritual, 1 mana for Foundry, 2 mana for Saga, just no need to wait to their end step, just cast our spells, do our things. Begin sideboarding. So, we just kind of look like a rack deck, honestly. Just kind of look like a rack deck. Alright, we're playing against Initiative, so Torpor Orbs come in. We could speculate on Snuff Out, but it's not like the most important thing. Plague Engineer is interesting. Opposition Agent, if they're playing not Imperial Recruiter, but the white one, whatever that one is. I think, however, we're just going to stick with Torpor Orbs for this matchup. Keep it clean and simple. We'll go down the Duresses. They'll have less targets to hit with Duress. They're much more of a creature deck. So 2 Duresses come out. Torpor Orbs, man, I'm burpy. Come in, submit. All right. Let's add a text box. Add source. New source. YouTube. Exclamation point, YouTube. There we go. Alright. This hand has a turn 1 Torpor Orb, Retrofitter Foundry, turn 2 Him. Keep. And yes, I do like the turn 1 Torpor Orb. Ooh! Ooh! What is this? What is this? There's a swamp? What? Dark Ritual. Torpor Orb. Retrofitter Foundry. Alright. A little swamp action across the table? What is going on over here? Chromoxy? Put it in your poxy. Ah, yes, a thing that can kill my things. But wait, it cannot. Okay. Thalia? Touch the spirit realm to get rid of our torpor orb. Alright. That's fine. We will just him to Turok the last goodies out of their hand. Him to Turok. Snuff out? This is a whole different deck! We saw none of these cards! Okay. Fantastic. Cool. Sure. Alright, they have their 4th mana. Did they happen to keep their initiative creature? Playing through the hymn. Wow. Wow. Well, better lucky than good. Yeah, go get your planes. Black, huh? Wild. Alright. Urza Saga. Tutor. And now we play the initiative game. There's an argument to leaving up mana to Retrofitter to be able to steal back the initiative, but at this point we've started the race, so kind of just need to draw well. And we'll make some pretty hefty blockers here pretty soon. More things? Wow! Look at those hitters, back-to-back hitters. Now, there's nothing you can do against hitters, chat. There's nothing you can do against hitters. Hitters just hit. Ouch. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow. All right. Owie, owie, owie. I do not have a servo. All right. Big ol' smackaroonies. Another white plume adventure. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Profane Tutor ticking down. Always yield. Draw. Accept. Alright, well. That's a land. Swamp and pass. So they're going to enter Throne of the Dead 3 here. I don't think we have an out. At this point, we're just kind of making chumper dumpers. So it'll be a game 3. It'll be a game 3. Ouch. Well, it's all the same. Make a chump. Alright. Protection from creatures. Lotus Petal entered. Alright. Block. Yep. Alright, we go down to 2. They play another White Plume Adventurer. And then get another creature out of the top. I don't think there's a single card we can draw. But we'll draw it. We'll draw it, that's for sure. Really? I guess because we could be getting Damnation here. Alas, we're not. Alright. What can we do here? What can we do here? We have Retrofitter Foundry. We'll have 5 mana. If we draw a Dark Ritual... Nope, that doesn't even do it, because we're only getting 1 piece here. Alright. Well... We're a little bit short, but we would be able to play Helm, but I don't think we're just going to steal their friend here. Making 2 blockers, I guess, kind of works. We just can't cast... We can't even use this Ancient Tomb. I guess we'll get Shadow Spear. Pithing Needle doesn't do anything. Chromox doesn't do anything. So yeah, we'll get Shadow Spear. Land. And pass. They just get to make a pro creature though, so yeah, we'll concede. Pro creature's pretty strong. Alright, main. Let's go to game 3. Any changes for game 3? Do we want snuff outs? It's not awful. It's kind of like ripping our opponent all the way down and then we just kill their 1 creature that they manage to stick. We can go down like the last duress. Go up a snuff out. Yeah, I think just 1 snuff out. Really want all of our Inquisitions for turn 1 plays. Yes, I would love to go first. Alright, well, we got the snuff out. And this is a turn 1 Inquisition and tutor for our Dothy Voidwalkie. So I guess this is a keep. See if they mull. And it looks like they're keeping their hand as well. Alright. Swamp. We did a good job at drawing our Dark Rituals. Inquisition of Kozilek. Opposition Agent. Interesting. So Opposition Agent will hinder our Profane Tutor plan, and this destroys target non-black creature. Well, that's obnoxious, so I guess we have to take the Opposition Agent here. Yeah. Profane Tutor. Alright. We can snuff out their other plays. They'll take the initiative, but they will just take that, and... Unless they have some fast mana. Oh, look at that. They drew some fast mana. Yep. Alright, well, we're gonna save Snuff Out for when they go into the Forge. Always yield. Alright, ooh. Wasteland is interesting. I think we're gonna hold on to the Wasteland for now. Cause... they're gonna have to play another land. Their City Trader's just gonna die. Maybe they'll go Scrubland, and then we can Wasteland the Scrub. They are gonna target our Helm of Obedience, though, so Helm of Obedience is gonna be extra pricey. Alright. Where would you like to go? The Forge? Ooh. Some Scry action? Sure. Interesting, interesting choice. Comwat. So, like, Elite Spellbinder is interesting. Yeah. We'll go ahead and kill it now. They're gonna play Plains most likely into Elite Spellbinder. They play the Scrubland. Okay. Here comes the Spellbinder. Opposition Agent. What a draw. Alright, well they're just hitting all of the rips. Hitting all of the rips. God dang. Wowzers. Alright. Well, can I not cast it? Should I not can I not cast it? How do I not cast it? I thought there was a way that I could choose not to cast it. I have to cast it? No! Oh, look at that. Okay, their draws were fantastic. You cannot thought seize the top of your opponent's deck. You just can't. And golly, was not playing around the top deck opposition agent. Could have if we wastelanded their City of Traders, but we were planning on just wastelanding their scrub land. We thought they were going to play Elite Spellbinder, so... That's true. I have stopped a suspended card with Trinisphere before. But I thought there was like a, nah, I'm not going to cast it. It just stays in exile. They're like through our deck for like a million years. What do they get here? They just grab like Dothy Voidwalker or something? Do I get to see what they grabbed? I don't? Okay. Alright. Well. Kill your land. Now we play the opposition agent game. How rude. How rude. Alright. Nothing I can do about it. Give me the goodies. Well, we're gonna be able to cast this Helm of Obedience, that's for sure. I mean, eventually. Eventually. Yep. Pretty nice threat you got there. And an ancient. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We take 3 down to 10, and then that's 10 again. So even if we draw a Dark Ritual to cast Helm of Obedience, like, we're not in there. Alright, they got us. Well, you know, you can't deal with the top of your opponent's deck, and, you know, if the good cards are there, they're there, you know? I think we did a pretty good job of ripping apart our opponent's hand. I think we did everything right. You know, it just doesn't always work out. We've definitely drawn our Dark Rituals correctly. Yeah, I'll keep this. This is a turn 2 Helm of Obedience into perhaps turn 3 win. We'll try this out. It's not like the greatest hand ever, but we get to turn 1 Duress, so I think I am actually going to go turn 1 Duress before anything else. We might end up wastelanding them. Rather take a crucial piece out of their hand while we can. Duress. Show me a hand of all creatures. Alright, playing against the old Merc Tide. Well, main board Pyroblast. That's going to do diddly squit. I am going to take your Ponder and hopefully keep you off of the ability to find red mana. Okay. Show me your top deck skills. Top deck of Volk. Show me your skills. I want you to do it. Just the island and bobble. Okay. They were leaning heavy on that Ponder. Ooh, look at me. Targeting my deck. Alright. What are we drawing? What are we drawing? What are we drawing? How many times do I have to click OK? Okay. I think it's just Urborg, honestly. Play something like that. They are not a top deck hero. Last round's opponent was a top deck hero. Egad. Woo! If you want to see us destroy their hand and then the top of their deck just feed them Vittles, watch the replay. Watch the replay. Alright. They found their red mana. Cool. Darcy is Yeah. Okay. Passes back to us. We draw Him's Rock. It's a swamp, right? Well, let's cut them back off a red. I could like Dark Ritual and put Hell of Obedience in play, and then if we just happen to draw Dolphy Voidwalker, we can win next turn. If it fails, we have only mana. 2 new cards. They could be like Bolt and things, or Zods. I mean, if it is a Force of Will, we get rid of their Murktide most likely. If it's a Daze, though... Alright, we'll be patient. We'll be patient. We will be patient. Alright. Mana for days. Mana for days. Mana for days. Alright, they have found their red lands again. Curses. Alright. Now we need to draw our second wasteland. No, they found a brainstorm! Well, I know these cards... Ooh. Throws the days aways. Alright, so we're kind of in trouble here. Because now they can cast Murktide. So we're going to need to draw some goodies. Alright. Ow, 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 ow. Very good. Good punch. We will take our licks. Okay. Swamp. Dark Ritual. Helm of Obedience. Alright. So we're live to drawing Leyline of the Void or 1 Dolphy Voidwalker. 5 hits in our 50. I think Profane Tutor is going to be a little bit too slow. Here comes a Murktide. Come on! Our opponent's draws have been immaculate. Where's me? Bolt? Rude. Really going for like the full 5er on the Murktide there. Yeah? Yeah? Yes siree. Yes siree. Okay. Let's just click this right now. They played their other Darcy. 1 Pyroblast in hand, 2 unknown, soon to be 1 unknown. Alright. Interesting they did that pre-combat. That might have been a mistake. Saved us a little bit of life there. Alright. One time. Give me the goodies for the win. Nah, it's a Dark Ritual. Okay, Swamp. Alright. If they make Delirium, we can dig for a Murktide to chump block. Whoo! Oh no, my airbag. Should I go for it now? That's like 1 extra deep. That is 1 extra deep. It's 1 extra deep. Begin that combat. Alright. Let's kill ourselves. Give them Delirium, go to the next game. We got a Darcy! Yeah, we have Delirium! I'm gonna take 8 here. That's hilarious. Okay. What now? Stop doing things. Another Murktide. Yeah, I mean, we were dead. Alright, we draw an Ancient Tomb. Beautiful. Alright. Let's go on to the next one. Here we get to bring in our Snuff Out. And then Plague Engineers aren't awful. So we'll go ahead. Go that route. Goes downs. We're not gonna Pithing Needle anything. We can go up the defense grids too if we really cared about counter magic, but we don't really in this instance. Probably a couple Inquisitions. Everything is so good. Everything is just so good. Why would we want to cut anything? Always the hardest part of everything. One of these days I'll put together a separate guide. We'll go down the Dothy Voidwalker. All them lightning bolts and chain lightnings. There's no chance it survives. And then we only play 2 Plague Engineers. Yeah, sideboard decisions suck. That's why we play Karn for the most part. Go down. Thank you. Alright, we'll keep these in. Take these out. Submit. Now we'll remind ourselves of the creature type here. Alright, Delver is a human wizard, Darcy is a human shaman, so as long as we get in there, we can just name human. Yeah. Alright, yes, I would love to go first. Well, I mean, if we had black mana, this hand would be gas. Alas, we do not. Mulligan. Slower, but better. I guess we'll keep this one. It's our first time not having a Dark Ritual. We haven't drawn a ley line either yet. Alright, we'll keep this one. We will put back... I guess it's Ancient Tomb, honestly. We can ride Urza Saga, or maybe we just don't even play Urza Saga. We just go turn 1 Swamp, turn 2 Him, turn 3 Helm, turn 4 maybe get there if we draw well enough. It's probably gonna have to be it. Urza Saga just doesn't quite do it. Does not quite do it. Alright. Swamp. Bass. Okay. Steam Vents. Shock is. Passes. Okay. We draw. Well, I mean, it's back! Daze me. Daze me. Do it. Spell Pierce. Brainstorm. Okay. And no one was surprised. Okay, Hymn to Turok. Put their goodies back on the top of their deck and then just pitch a bunch of garbage. Lightning Bolt Rainforest. Cool. Okay. Sure. Feeding their Murktide, but we got a Snuff. We'll be fine. Ponder, sure. My nose itches. Diggy 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 diggy. I wonder what they're gonna look for. Probably just like counter magic. I wonder if they think we're on like actually the rack, or if they've sniffed that we're on home combo. This could tell them. Okay. Alright. Move to their draw step, move to my draw step. A Ley Line of the Void. Well, I mean... Ley Line of the Void. Can be. Ah, they Force of Willed. Like, like, this could just be a brought in because we're trying to hedge against Murktide. Like, I mean, that's all it could be. Alright. First combo piece countered. And a lightning bolt to the face. Alright, I smell a Murktide coming. Did we sniff it out? That's red mana. Untaps. There we go. Now we're doing it. Now, oh, undoes. Taps, untaps, taps, taps, untaps, taps. Taps. Show me the tide. There's the tide. Alright, and then on their end step, we will attempt to kill it. We will pay the life. Snuff, snuff. Okay. Cool. Alright, we draw. Mox. Alright, well, that's not doing anything. There's a Helm. Oh wait, yeah, they know we're on Helm combo. We used Helm of Obedience and targeted their we got their Darcy. So they know what's up. They know what's up. Alright, we need another ley line. Looking for that ley line. Alright, there's their next threat. One card in hand. Alright, passes to us. We draw. A Dark Ritual. Alright, we're on the Urza Saga plan now. On the Urza Saga plan. Lightning bolts. Well, it's a fast little race you got going there, but we're gonna get ourselves our Shadow Spear. They left it on top. Oh wait, no, they put Delver of Secrets in the graveyard? Yes. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, they want that. Why did they put Delver of Secrets in the bin? Alright. We go to 3. Ouch. Okay. Delver of Secrets. Alright. Make a construct. Alright. Pass back to us. We will go ahead and draw. Decide if we're using this Dark Ritual here or not. Oh! It's all about layers! Well, we could just win, so let's just do that. Shadow Spear. Dark Ritual. Ley Line of the Void. Helm ya. Woo! Alright. We got there. We got there. Now, do we want any changes? I don't think so. Don't think so. I think this is basically what we want. Could go up the defense grids, but nah. Submit. Submit. Lean on our snuff outs. Burpee, burpee. Wow, alright. Ley line, him. Plays around their Brazen Borrower. They've already mulled. Let's do it. Let's keep. Probably gonna hold 1 just in case we draw Chromox on turn 1. Mulls to 5. Alright. Cool, cool. Just one. Alright. What's it gonna be there, Tree Roy? A little flooded action, sure. Sure. Island Delver. Got it. Got it. Alright. Woo! Swamp. Gromox. We're gonna put a little ley line under there. Helm to Turok. Daves? 2 cards entered exile. Murktide and Wasteland. We kind of already shut off Murktide, but they're down to 1 card in Delver. Will they blind Delver flip? Show me only red spells, so I can just, like, finish off their hand. Force of Will entered the revealed card zone. Well, that is a nice card to reveal there, friend. That is a nice card to reveal there. Alright. They got an insect. We got half the combo. Alright. Upkeep. We draw Retrofitter Foundry. That's a nice follow-up. Helm to Turok. Force of Will, Force of Will. Yeah, might as well. Retrofitter Foundry. Alright. Race is on. One insect versus a Retrofitter Foundry. Alright, Snuff Out. Snuff Out. Thoughtseize. I mean... do I want a Thoughtseize? 4 mana. Puts us down, takes us off a full turn. Nah, I'm not gonna Thoughtseize here. I ain't gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Okay. They're gonna, like, stop, then around step here. Brainstorm? No. Okay, go. Another Delver. Alright, how about that Plague Engineer? How about that Plague Engineer? Alright. Make a friend. This is 3 to untap, we only have 2. Okay. We draw. Ancient Tomb. Alright, that's 6 mana. We can... 1, 4... Eventually we can make 2 1/1s flyers that can block this, and I think that's what we're going to end up having to do. So... let's play out the old Thoughtseize here. And pass the turn. Hope for not another blind flip. That would be not great for us. That would definitely be painful. No! Alright. This is bad. This is really bad. We need a Plague Engineer. We need to, like, no! Ow, 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 ow. This hurts. Okay. I won't Chumper Dumper here. Oh, boy. Okay. So... make yourselves a little flyer friend here.
So we can, if we go to 3 here, then we couldn't Thought Seize away counterspell for if we draw.
I don't think we should make this into a 4/4, so I think we have to just go back to our turn here. Well, let's see here. 4 for Helm, pay 2 life. Thoughtseize, clear the way. Yeah, we kind of just gotta send it back to our turn. Profane Tutor. Well, I don't know if we can survive long enough to get to that, but that is our direction. Alright. We need to draw well. I think... I'm not sure what our outs are here. Combat has begun. Well, we have to block one. Make a 4/4. Okay. That makes Shadow Spear a draw. Guess kind of. Alright, Ponder, go for it. Problem is now we can't even Helm win here. So we kind of need to draw a Shadow Spear. Okay. Draws. Another Profane Tutor. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. Yeah, because we need a serve, but we can't just turn this into a flyer. We can go 2 mana. 2 mana, make a flyer. And then it would be 3 mana to untop to make this a flyer. That would kill us. Profane Tutor. Not soon enough. Got delved. Alright. Rough start, rough start. Taking everything to game 3, though. Taking everything to game 3. Alright, love to play first. Thank you. Well? Get to lean on a turn 1 Thoughtseize and a Leyline of the Void and try to draw into our goodies. Keep. Feeling as though, like, the other build is a little bit better just because, we have more creatures and threats to stick. Ooh, they're mulling as well? We love to see it! Love it when our opponents mull and we're playing hand disruption. 'Tis the greatest. I'm craving some tea. Leyline of the Void. Swamp. Thoughtseize. Love to see it. Love to see it. Okay, so they're a deck that can't beat a Thoughtseize with a Leyline of the Void in play. I'm gonna just hedge my bets, and I'm gonna say Opposition Agent is good in this matchup. So let's speculate on some Opposition Agents. No need to go into anything else. Let's see here. We'll go down the Inquisitions. Something like that. If we're gonna try and hedge in a certain direction. We're going in blind, but we know that they couldn't withstand the pressure of a turn 0 Leyline and the Thoughtseize. It could be Reanimator. Could be Dredge. Could be Dredge. Very well could be. Haven't seen Dredge in a long time. Well, They couldn't beat one Thoughtseize. How about 3 Thoughtthieves? But that's an Ancient Tomb and the inability to cast anything else, so we're gonna mulligan. Yeah, this is fine. We'll keep this. We'll throw back the Shadow Spear. Alright. What are you, Darthstone? Reanimator. They are Reanimator. Okay. We were thinking about it. Opposition Agent does hinder Reanimator a wee bit, because they do run a lot of fetch lands, and Entomb is a thing. Alright, they are looting faithlessly. Gristlebrand, Entomb. Okay. We will draw. Profane Tutor. Alright, we'll go Swamp. Dark Ritual. Inquisition of Kozilek. 2 Reanimates and a Show and Tell. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Chicken. Well, this means they get a Gristlebrand, and I don't think we can beat that. Kind of need them not to have 2 pieces. Alright, goodbye Dark Ritual. Profane Tutor. Okay. Sure. Alright, how far can they go with a Gristlebrand here? Uh-huh. Down to 12. Down to 5. Full mitt. Full mitt. Ooh. The heat just came on. Hand of Grief. Well, look at it. Look at my hand. Takes the Chromox. Sure. Okay. Now what? You have 8 cards in hand. You gotta be able to do something. You can get your Dark Ritual, Entomb, Reanimate, Whoopty-poopty. Probably should have Dark Ritualed first. So that way they could fetch for a blue land and then be able to like Show and Tell and reanimate something. Ooh. Alright. Back to us. We draw a Dothy Voidwalker. Well, a little late to the party. We'll go ahead and concede. Okay. So now we know they're officially Reanimator. Dothy Voidwalkers come in. Thoughtseizes are still pretty good. Inquisition's still pretty strong since we're on the play. So Inquisitions come in. Snuff out less so because they're a bunch of black creatures. On the play, we're gonna go down opposition. Well, how worried are we about Entomb, honestly? Like, we could just go down the Tutors and then just play a controlling game. Just go down the Tutors. Maybe just go down the Chromoxes as well. And then just go, well, no, the Chromoxes are pretty good for, like, the ramping. We'll go down, I guess, 2 Hymn to Torox, because that's a gamble card and a half. Alright. It's true. It's very true. But now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bunch of just great turn 1 plays against them. I think we'll go this way. Yes, I would love to go first. That's a Thoughtseize and a Pithing Needle, which we could Pith on Gristlebrand, but I don't think this hand does it. We're gonna mulligan this. This is a little bit better. We'll keep this one. We'll put back, guess, Yawgmoth. Already got 2 black. So we have a pretty quick Helm of Obedience. We're just looking for some graveyard heat. And then we'll get to take a couple cards out of their hands here. See how far they mull. I say if they mull down to 5, I'm just gonna turn 1 duress. Alright, with 6, do we want to Dark Ritual? You know what, I'm gonna say that we're not gonna need to Dark Ritual here. We're just gonna go Swamp Duress and hope that it's good enough. So Grief, Show and Tell, Reanimate. If they want to Show and Tell in a Grief, I'm fine with that. I'm just going to take Reanimate here so they can't just go top deck Entomb, and then next turn we can Thoughtseize the Show and Tell out of their hand. I mean, barring them griefing. We will take Reanimator. Also because on their turn they could Grief and then Reanimate Grief, and we don't want that. Alright, F6. Couple Griefs and an Underground Sea. Okay. Underground Sea says hello. Petal says hiya. Are we getting griefied? Grief, pitching, grief. Alright. Would you like to take my Helm of Obedience? I think they do. Leaves them with a Show and Tell and 1 unknown. They top deck okay. That's insanely good! Alright, well, now we gotta play around that. Inquisition, well. I will take your Show and Tell. Alright. Grief versus nothing. Grief versus nothing. I mean, our opponents have been, like, very lucky. Very lucky. But you know, what are you gonna do? Can't Thoughtseize the top of their deck. You just can't. No matter how hard you want to, you just can't do it. Alright. How about me some luck? To start. Dauthi Voidwalker. Means we can race them at least. We're on a 9-turn clock. They're on, I guess now we're on an 8-turn clock, and they're on a 7-turn clock. So we're winning this race. So that's nice at least. Wow, good draw. All right, thank you, deck. Donka. Another one. Now we're really winning the race. Game 3. I can't block even if I wanted to. Even if I had both Dauthi Voidwalkers here, I couldn't do it. All right. Swamp. Combat. Chain of Vapors? Chain of Vapors wouldn't even be that good, because I would just sacrifice a land so fast. Put that Grief back in their hand before they can spit. Alright. 4 cards in hand. Reanimations don't work. Show and Tell is your only way. Oh my gosh. Literally only drawing Dauthi Voidwalkers. Attack. That's one way to pull back here. Woo! Yeah, Dauthi beats. Did I roll one? Yes, I'd love to go first. Huh. Well, I'm a sucker and I believe in the power of duress. Okay. And we have a lot of mana, so we could do some pretty fast stuff. Duress. Nap Dark Mage, do you accept? Ooh! We got a little mirror action going on here. A little mirror action. Well, I'll take the only thing I can take, a Helm of Obedience. Alright. Could still be a direct mirror. Could be something else. Let's see. Swamp. Pass. Alright, to us, we draw a Helm of Obedience. Do we just win here? I think we just win here. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Helm of Obedience. Got him! All we had to do was just top deck the Helm of Obedience for the turn 2 get you. Okay. Help! Ben, I don't have the can you defeat yourself thing. How do we beat ourselves? I don't know if they're on the profane tutor thing or not. I don't think we saw enough. I think it's really just a straight up race. So Dothy Voidwalker comes in. I don't think I'm going to bring an opposition agent unless I see that they're also on profane tutor. Take out the... Oh, you think they are going to bring an opposition agent? I guess they could be on some level of main board shapoopies. In that case, we'll bring in an opposition agent. Yeah. Something like that. Very fair. Very fair. If they think we're like on the exact same mirror as them and they're not on the profane deck, wow. Sure. Just looking for some mana. They have mulliganed. We're just gonna put one in. Save this for like a thing. Yeah, I've seen some lists be playing Mauling. Just a land that can be thrown underneath Chromox. It's not bad. Ooh. Land. I'm gonna Thoughtseize here. Hey, they are an opposition agent! I kind of just want to take Dark Ritual, honestly. Like, Dark Ritual and then just him them. I'm taking Dark Ritual. Let's have them not cast things. Ritual is as ritual does. Okay. They play the swamp. Alright, we draw. Sweet. Yeah, I'm just gonna Hymn to Turok. What do we get? A City of Traitors was their draw. Just keeping them off a card. Keep them off a card. They have Karn and Plague Engineer in their hand. Okay. Your turn. Plague Engineer is an interesting piece. Do they draw a land? Do they draw a land? Hefty pause here. A hefty pause. If they don't play anything, I will be duressing. Okay, they just played a Dothy Voidwalker. Cool. Alright. We draw a Wasteland. Well, I don't want to use it because I want to, like, be able to cast my Helm. Hymn to Turok. Alright, their hand is empty. Wasteland. Pass the turn. We are a Soul Land or a Dark Ritual or a Chromox away from victory. I'll also just settle for a land and go the slow way. You're trying to out black deck me? Nah. Hey! Chromox. Chromox. I said Chromox. Chromox. Put that in there. Helm. Pass turn. Can you play a Karn? I don't know, I mean, like, they're thinking about it. Soland Karn does put a stinker on things here. Does put quite the stinker on things here. Okay. Take 3. Plead the 5th. Ends the turn. Sure. Draw. Wasteland you. Duress you. Okay. I really want to know what was in their hand, though. Alright, return to details. 2 and 2. Ah, the old hand is gas, but we don't have black mana. We could just ride the Urza Saga plane, though. And, like, we'll just draw black mana eventually. You know what? They've molded... I'm gonna keep this. We're on the draw. We just draw, like, any black source, and we're off to the races. Like, 1 swamp off the top, and we're, like, turn 2 winning. Snow-covered island, sure. How about a swamp off the top? One nice little swampy swamp. Retrofitter Foundry. I guess that kind of plays. Alright, Urza Saga. It's a thing we can play. Retrofitter Foundry. Pass turn. Alright. Maybe we should be on 1 Lotus Petal. At least we can just get Chromox. Alright, Smells Like Delver. We draw. There's our swamp, but we're gonna try and fish more stuff out of him here. Yes, I said okay. Ancient Tomb. Alright. Build up our mana here. Yeah, we don't want to put on autos because if they wasteland us, that'll be pretty stinky. Alright. Sure. So, next turn, we get to get a Chrome Mox, put Dothy Voidwalker under it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 7. That's enough to Inquisition and Helm. Next turn. That's the plan. And if that fails, we'll at least have a beater in play. Two cards entered the exile zone. Brainstorm and now this Misty Rainforest, so they're going to Brainstorm. We just gotta hope they don't have 2 counter spells. That's all we need. That's all we need. Them not to have 2 counter spells. Alright. Brainstorm. Okay. Make a friend. Pass back. Upkeep. Back up Duress as well. Alright, we're gonna make a mana. We're going to get... help me out here, chat. If I put Chromox into play with Urza Saga, do I still get to put the thing under there? Chromox into play with Urza's Saga. Doodly doo. I do not know. When Chromox enters the battlefield. So yes, what? If I put Chromox into play, can I use it, or I will not be able to use it? I need to know, yes, it works? Okay. Chromox. Okay. Chromox. We will target Dolphy Void Walkie. Okay. We will go Swamp. We will start with Duress. Little blue guy. Force of Will pitching Mist Hollow Griffin. Well, ain't that spicy. Alright, Dark Ritual. So 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. So Inquisition you. Search your library for 3 cards, shuffle them, then draw Hydra Krasis, Lightning Bolt, Taiga. Alright, we are off the board. Does anybody know what this is? Is this Omnitel? Alright. So, chat, help me out here. Oh, food chain combo? Alright, top deck hero. I have never played against food chain combo. That's an opposition agent thing. Do they care about their graveyard? Do I need snuff out? Chat, what is this? Is Torpor Orb good? Is this good touch? What? This is my guess, but Ghost of Xeon. They play food chain combo in Commander. I'm assuming it's these. I don't know what it's doing. All right, we'll pull this up here. So yeah, Hydroid Crisis. This is without blue, without red though. So there's cast and stuff that can play things from exile. Food chain. Remove a creature you control from the game. Add X mana. Where X converted mana cost +1. So Eternal Scourge or Griffin is infinite mana with food chain. Swords. Search library for 3 cards. Remove them from the game. And yeah, so they get rid of their 2s and Scourges. Brainstorm, Ponder, and then there's kind of... So food chain doesn't search. How much time we got left? We got a minute? Okay. So maybe searching isn't the option. Okay, infinite mana, kill with Ballista. Makes sense. Only works to cast creatures. Play creature spells, yeah. But that's fine, they just play Walking Ballista for a poop ton. How... I have no idea. Well, we have 30 seconds here. I have no idea. Maybe we just don't sideboard at all. Like, bring in the Dolphy Voidwalkers, go down a Helm, go down an Inquisition, go down a Duress, submit. Just like buzzer beat it there. Might not be right to go down the Hand Disruption. Alright, this is a A ley line with a Thoughtseize. Yeah, I guess this is a keeper. Alright. Well, you know, we ran out of time. Urza Saga package. Well, we have game 3. We have game 3. Vista for Birds of Paradise. Sure. Alright. We draw... Dark Ritual. It's just gas. Oh, it's just straight gas. Alright. Thoughtseize. There's the food chain, which they only need 1 more mana for. I think I'm supposed to just take the food chain, right? Expression helps them dig, but yeah, we just take the combo piece. And all we need is a black spell and we can turn to him. My eyeball itches. Alright, so that was their draw for the turn. An epic draw, might I say. But I don't think they want to expressive here without... Alright. Might be able to find like a 1-drop. Man, my eyeball itches. Chat! My eyeball itches! 1 black spell. 1 black spell or a soul land. 1 black spell or a soul land. Okay. Griffin doesn't quite do it because I can just cast Griffin from exile. So making them discard their Griffin just puts it in their other hand. Alright. Black spell. Soul land. Swamp. Alright. So, like, we could put Helm into play now, and that's good if they don't have... We're not hurting ourselves there, we're supporting ourselves and laterally affecting our opponent. Alright, what are the odds their last card in hand is a Force of Will, or a destroy target enchantment or artifact thing? Are we supposed to Helm here, and to give them 1 less draw towards counter magic? That does give us 1 more draw towards hand disruption. Alright, chat. Go for it, or wait? Play Helm, or wait? What do you think? Play Helm, or wait? Let's look at that sideboard again. Alright. Dark Ritual. Helm of Obedience. Alright. Alright. Okay. 3rd land. Food chain. Don't think they have enough. Do they? So they can play a Hydrate Krasis. X equals 1. This doesn't draw them a card, does it? I'm pretty sure we're just fine. There's 3 mana. And our last card is... Alright. They found their food chain, but we got the slow turn in here for the 3-2 at the end. Solid opponent. Love the spice. I'm trying to type here. Alright. Okay, let's return to details here. We got ourselves a nice little 3-2 there. And honestly, you know, I can't complain from that. Did I just close? Okay. Yeah. So I think I like this build better from the testing. I think that having the creatures is just a little extra push and reach that this deck can kind of need when our opponent's trying to fight both the combo and some creatures, whereas the other deck is just really good at ripping our opponent's hands apart. But as we saw, no matter how good you rip your opponent's hand apart, you just can't take away the top of their deck. And then, yeah, I mean, Tutor was fine. I feel like the deck would need to be tweaked a little bit more. We could use a few more bullets. Like, I know that a Damnation would have been valuable at one point, but Karn is a little bit better than Profane Tutor. So I think I would try this again, but put Karn in instead of Profane Tutor and put a Tutor board in. Maybe try to find a way to get the 4 Dothy Voidwalkers back into the main board, but yeah, for the most part, that we got a 3-2, so cool. Yo, thank you so much for watching. I am HimRackOMTG. I do stream on Twitch every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you like my content and you want to know more about myself and if I'm doing specialty streams, check me out on Twitter at HimRackOMTG. We do Patreon giveaways and a whole lot of awesome things on Patreon, down to deck techs, we'll play your deck and you win prizes, and custom hand-drawn and painted tokens, all within our Patreon. Thank you guys so much, and hope to see you in the next video.